Milwaukee Bucks versus Toronto Raptors. The stage is set in Toronto, where two teams on the edge of early season identity clash under the bright lights of Scotiabank Arena. The Milwaukee Bucks arrive at 4-2, standing second in the Central Division, looking to reclaim rhythm after a stumble. The Toronto Raptors, at 3-4 and tied for third in the Atlantic, seek a stabilizing win on home court to climb back above .500. It's a test of balance and belief, Milwaukee's star power against Toronto's emerging collective. The matchup metrics lean slightly toward the Raptors, a narrow edge that underlines just how fine the margins are when pace meets precision. Milwaukee's season profile paints the picture of a high-octane contender. Averaging 123.7 points on 52.5% shooting, they're among the league's most efficient offensive teams. The Bucks' attack is built around their rhythm in transition and inside dominance, powered by 40.5 rebounds and 27.2 assists per game. Their ability to blend movement and size allows them to push tempo without losing structure. Giannis Antetokounmpo leads the way at 34.2 points, 13.4 rebounds, and 7.2 assists per game. An all-around force shooting 68.4% from the field while dictating tempo on both ends. Toronto, averaging 119.4 points on 50.4% shooting, counters with a balanced offense built on ball movement and spacing. Their 30.1 assists per game showcase an offense less dependent on isolation and more on collective rhythm. Brandon Ingram anchors the scoring with 22.3 points and 5.9 rebounds, while Scotty Barnes, 17.0 PPG, 7.4 RPG, 5.0 APG, and Emmanuel Quickley, 16.8 PPG, 6.3 APG, add versatility and control. Toronto's pace has quickened under its new rotation, but their defense, allowing opponents to exploit interior matchups, has been the defining question. Still, their 8.4 steals per game signal a team hunting turnovers and living off deflections. At its core, this is a contrast of composition. Milwaukee's strength lies in star-led dominance and front-court control. Toronto thrives through collective energy and transition flow. The key duel: Milwaukee's half-court power versus Toronto's motion offense. The Bucks enter shooting over 52% from the floor, while the Raptors' defensive rotations will need to absorb relentless drives and rim pressure. The defining battle could unfold on the boards. Milwaukee's 40.5 rebounds against Toronto's 39.6, a narrow margin that dictates pace, second chance points, and composure. Recent form deepens the intrigue. Milwaukee has alternated hot streaks and hiccups, a 3-2 stretch highlighted by wins over Golden State, 120-110, and New York, 121-111, but capped by a defensive lapse in a 135-133 loss to Sacramento. Their offense has hummed, but late-game defensive lapses have exposed cracks in rotation timing. Toronto, meanwhile, seems to be building rhythm. Winners of 2 straight after a rocky 1-4 start, they've beaten Cleveland and Memphis behind more cohesive ball movement and improved late-game discipline. Their scoring balance, 5 players averaging double figures, suggests confidence spreading across the roster. The Raptors' improvement in transition defense has been critical, cutting down opponent fast breaks and forcing teams into half-court sets where they can contest effectively. The spotlight centers on 2 dynamic stars, Giannis Antetokounmpo versus Brandon Ingram, 2 players with contrasting blueprints for dominance. Giannis, at 34.2 points on 68.4% shooting, operates with unmatched physicality, controlling tempo through force and efficiency. His 7.2 assists reinforce his evolving playmaking, while his 13.4 rebounds give Milwaukee its anchor on both ends. Ingram's brilliance is more surgical, 22.3 points on 48.0% shooting, including 39.3% from 3 and 83.6% from the line. He operates through precision, using mid-range rhythm and off-ball movement to destabilize defenders. Where Giannis overwhelms through momentum, Ingram dismantles through timing and touch. That duel, power versus poise, will frame every momentum swing. What makes this matchup especially compelling is how each star elevates those around him. Giannis's gravity bends defenses beyond recognition, creating open looks for shooters like Lillard and Trent Jr., while his relentless rim pressure forces rotations that often lead to easy second-chance buckets. Ingram, conversely, thrives within New Orleans' layered sets, reading help defenders and exploiting mismatches through pace changes and angles rather than brute strength. His patience in the mid-post and growing chemistry with Zion Williamson add depth to the Pelicans' attack, giving them multiple layers of scoring options. Expect Milwaukee to counter with aggressive hedges and zone looks to slow Ingram's rhythm, while New Orleans may attempt to wall off the paint and challenge Giannis to win through jumpers. Both approaches will test endurance and adaptability. Every possession becomes a microcosm of their contrasting styles, Giannis storming through contact, Ingram gliding past it, and that dynamic tension could make this one of the most visually captivating duels of the season. Beyond the stars, the tactical chessboard is layered. Milwaukee's offensive spacing, with Gary Trent Jr. and Bobby Portis combining for over 30% from deep, stretches Toronto's wings. Miles Turner's rim protection, 1.8 blocks per game, adds a safety net, crucial against a Toronto team that thrives off cuts and drives. Defensively, the Bucks must contain Toronto's ball movement. The Raptors' 30.1 assists mark one of the league's most fluid offenses. On the other end, Toronto's challenge is controlling turnovers, averaging 15 per game, against Milwaukee's aggressive help defense. Quickly's composure at the point, combined with Barnes's defensive versatility, will be vital to managing pace. Bench depth could swing this matchup. Toronto's reserves, Jamal Sheed and Grady Dick, have provided spark shooting and tempo control, while Milwaukee relies on veteran steadiness from Portis and rotational flexibility from Taurean Prince. The injury watch adds intrigue. Giannis is a game-time decision, and Jakob Poeltl's status could dictate Toronto's interior resistance. Without him, Milwaukee's front-court edge grows exponentially. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Milwaukee Bucks winner. Ultimately, this game pivots on control, the Bucks' efficiency versus the Raptors' rhythm. Milwaukee's shooting and rebounding discipline give them the statistical edge, but Toronto's home momentum and defensive hustle narrow the gap. If Giannis plays at full strength, Milwaukee's power game should prevail in the fourth quarter, where execution defines outcomes. Prediction: Bucks 121, Raptors 114. Milwaukee steadies late behind Antetokounmpo's all-around dominance and Turner's interior defense. Toronto fights with pace and energy, but Milwaukee's balance and poise down the stretch decide it. The Bucks leave Scotiabank with a statement road win that reinforces their status as early contenders. Measured, relentless, and built for the moments that matter most. Philadelphia 76ers versus Chicago Bulls. Two Eastern Conference powerhouses collide at the United Center as the 5-1 Philadelphia 76ers take their road streak into Chicago to battle the 5-1 Bulls. The matchup has early season implications that could ripple through the standings. Philadelphia sits first in the Atlantic Division, Chicago leads the Central, and both are fighting for early control of conference momentum. The margin for error is razor thin. The predictive edge leans ever so slightly toward the 76ers at just over 50%, underscoring how evenly matched these teams are in efficiency, balance, and hunger. Each side carries a blend of star power and system execution that feels like a statement game waiting to happen. Philadelphia enters as one of the league's hottest teams, riding the tempo set by Tyrese Maxey's blistering start, a league-caliber scoring tear at 33.7 points and 9.0 assists per game, leading an offense averaging 126.7 points on 47.9% shooting. The Sixers' style is fast, precise, and built around perimeter pacing. They connect on over 38% from three and get to the line nearly 28 times a night, converting 77.7%. They rebound with presence, 43.0 per game, and share the ball with fluidity, producing 27.3 assists behind Maxey's orchestration. Defensively, rim control belongs to Adem Bona, who averages 2.0 blocks, while VJ Edgecombe adds versatility on the wing with 1.5 steals per game, proof of a defense that thrives on rotation speed and opportunistic pressure. Chicago's balance tells a different but equally effective story. The Bulls average 121.7 points, slightly behind Philadelphia, but anchor themselves in inside-out discipline and rebounding muscle. Nikola Vucevic is commanding the paint with 19.3 points and 12.3 rebounds, setting a physical tone, while Josh Giddey has emerged as the team's cerebral engine, putting up 22.2 points, 8.7 assists, and 7.0 boards per game on 49% shooting. The Bulls shoot a collective 46.7% from the field and 30.2% from deep, generating their offense through cuts, post actions, and secondary playmaking rather than volume from beyond the arc. Defensively, guard Trey Jones provides edge and containment with 2.2 steals, while Kevin Huerter chips in as a secondary rim protector. The contrasting rhythms define the matchup: Philadelphia's pace and perimeter flow versus Chicago's interior control and ball distribution. Recent form only sharpens the intrigue. The Sixers have rattled off 5 straight wins, capped by a 129-105 victory over Brooklyn, a showcase of their offensive firepower and depth. Even in tight games, like back-to-back overtime wins over Washington and Orlando, Philadelphia has shown poise under pressure and scoring resilience from multiple options. Their blend of tempo and late-game execution looks locked in. Chicago's 5-1 record is nearly as impressive, though their last outing, a 128-116 loss to New York, snapped their rhythm. Before that, however, they ripped off 5 straight, including a 136-113 blowout of Sacramento and a gritty win over Atlanta. The Bulls' offensive consistency has been their calling card, though defensive lapses in transition remain a concern heading into a matchup with one of the league's fastest backcourts. The star duel commands center stage: Tyrese Maxey versus Josh Giddey. Maxey has exploded into elite territory, averaging 33.7 points on 46.3% shooting, with 38.4% from deep and 87.7% at the line. He's not just scoring, he's dictating pace, dropping 9.0 assists per game, slicing through defenses, and creating rhythm for shooters like VJ Edgecombe and Quentin Grimes. Giddey's style is the counterpoint: slower tempo, deliberate orchestration, but every bit as dangerous. His 22.2 points, 8.7 assists, and 7.0 rebounds on nearly 40% from three reflect all-around impact. Where Maxey thrives in acceleration and attack, Giddey excels in control and composition. The duel between Maxey's explosiveness and Giddey's orchestration defines the heartbeat of this game, a pure clash of tempo and intent. Tactically, the game hinges on which team controls space. The Sixers' offense will test Chicago's closeouts and lateral containment, Maxey and Grimes attacking off movement, Embiid's potential interior gravity, if active, and Bona's rebounding energy shaping second-chance sequences. The Bulls, meanwhile, must impose their physical edge early. Vucevic's rebounding battle with Drummond and Bona will determine possessions, while Giddey's vision against Philadelphia's switching schemes will decide shot quality. Chicago must protect against turnovers. They average 14.2 per game compared to Philly's cleaner 13.7. And find consistent spacing without over-reliance on mid-range looks. Bench contributions could quietly swing momentum. Trey Jones's defensive spark for Chicago versus Eric Gordon's shooting punch for the Sixers. Beyond the numbers, the rhythm of this matchup might come down to tempo and composure. Philadelphia thrives when they can flow into early offense, spreading the floor and allowing Maxey to attack before defensive help arrives. If Embiid suits up, his presence will collapse the interior and create natural kick-out opportunities, forcing Chicago's wings to make quick rotations. On the other side, the Bulls' success depends on turning those moments into transition chances, pushing pace after stops and leaning on Giddys to orchestrate open looks for shooters like DeRozan and Caruso. The battle of benches may hold understated importance. Gordon's spacing keeps the Sixers versatile in half-court sets, while Jones's ball pressure could disrupt rhythm and force turnovers. Expect a chess-like flow, with each possession demanding awareness and adaptability. If either team dictates spacing and tempo for long stretches, that edge could define the final margin. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Philadelphia 76ers winner. In the end, Philadelphia's sharper spacing, faster tempo, and perimeter balance give them the subtle but decisive edge. Their offense is producing at elite efficiency, their defense closes late, and their ball control minimizes the Bulls' rebounding advantage. Expect a hard-fought duel, but in the final minutes, the Sixers' cohesion and late-game rhythm tilt the scale. Prediction: 76ers 123, Bulls 116. Philadelphia's speed and shot creation break Chicago's interior wall just enough, another road statement from the East's top contender. Phoenix Suns versus Golden State Warriors. The Pacific Division spotlight swings to San Francisco as the Phoenix Suns, 3-4, 11th in the West, visit the Golden State Warriors, 4-3, 8th in the West, at Chase Center. It's a pivotal early season test, a battle between two teams chasing rhythm, identity, and a foothold in a crowded Western race. The numbers paint a clear story. Golden State holds a commanding 77.1% win probability at home, while Phoenix faces a steep climb on the second stop of a three-game road stretch. Momentum, pride, and early playoff positioning all collide under the bright Bay lights. Phoenix arrives trying to turn promise into stability. Devin Booker's 30.0 points and 7.4 assists per game lead an offense that can erupt on any night, but still searches for consistency away from home. Golden State, meanwhile, aims to bounce back from a two-game skid and reassert its home court dominance, with Stephen Curry's 26.6 points per game pacing one of the league's most precise shooting teams. For both sides, this matchup isn't just another regular season tilt. It's a statement opportunity. Phoenix enters averaging 118.3 points per game, shooting 46.5% from the field and 37.5% from deep. They move the ball with intent, dishing 28 assists per contest, but turnovers, 16.4 per game, have often halted their rhythm. The Suns' interior anchor, Mark Williams, adds 9.0 rebounds and 1.2 blocks per game, giving their front court some much-needed physicality, while Booker remains the orchestrator, elite scoring and playmaking wrapped in one relentless package. Golden State counters with 117.6 points per game and a near-identical offensive balance. They're hitting 46.3% overall and 38.0% from beyond the arc, ranking among the league's most fluid perimeter attacks. The Warriors' rebounding edge, 41.9 to 42.4, is narrow, but their ball security and assist distribution, 27.7 assists to only 16.4 turnovers per game, keep their offense crisp. Curry, Clay's heir and eternal engine, remains their gravitational force, while Jonathan Kuminga's 7.1 rebounds and Draymond Green's 6.1 assists bring structural balance. This is a meeting of precision versus pace, the Warriors' movement and spacing against Phoenix's ISO-driven scoring power. It's a classic strength-on-strength duel, where execution in the half-court may dictate everything. The Suns' last 5 games tell a tale of volatility. A thrilling 130-118 win over San Antonio, a 118-96 statement against Utah, but tough losses to Memphis and Denver mixed in. Their offensive ceiling is high, averaging 120+ in their wins, yet defensive lapses have cost them tight finishes. Golden State, on the other hand, has stumbled recently, dropping back-to-back contests to Indiana and Milwaukee after a 3-game win streak. Their last 5 outings mirror a team recalibrating. Close losses, fluctuating shooting nights, and defensive inconsistency. Both teams arrive hungry, but one with momentum to build, the other with confidence to restore. The star duel takes center stage. Devin Booker versus Stephen Curry, 2 masters of offensive orchestration. Booker's 30.0 points, 7.4 assists, and 51.1% shooting make him one of the league's most complete guards. He's scoring efficiently from all levels, 45.7% from 3 and 83.6% at the line, while commanding defenses with poise. Curry, still the league's ultimate shot maker, counters with 26.6 points, 4.3 assists, and 46.5% from the field, including a lethal 38.5% from deep and 94.7% free throws. Booker plays with balance and tempo, reading defenses and striking surgically. Curry lives on chaos, movement, misdirection, and timing. One thrives on control, the other on rhythm. Their duel isn't just about numbers, it's a contrast in basketball philosophy, the calm of calculated leadership against the brilliance of spontaneous genius. Every possession becomes a study in contrasts, Booker's deliberate precision versus Curry's improvisational flair. When Booker dictates pace, Phoenix looks methodical and poised. When Curry finds space, the game turns into poetry in motion. It's not just 2 scorers competing, it's 2 artists shaping tempo, flow, and energy on their own terms. Tactically, this matchup hinges on tempo and discipline. Phoenix's offense thrives when the ball moves and shooters stay engaged. Grayson Allen and Dylan Brooks are crucial swing factors with their combined 37% three-point accuracy and defensive versatility. The Suns need rebounding presence from Williams and transition balance to avoid being run out of the gym. Golden State's small ball adaptability and bench depth, featuring Podziemski's efficiency, Moody's energy, and Green's defensive direction, make them dangerous when the game speeds up. What really adds intrigue here is how both teams handle stretches of momentum. When Phoenix gets into rhythm, their spacing and quick decision-making can look unstoppable. But Golden State's ability to counter with intelligent switches and high-tempo bursts keeps every possession tense. Expect a chess match disguised as a track meet, where every rotation, loose ball, and second-chance look could tilt the outcome either way. After analyzing both teams, my pick for this match is Golden State winner. The Warriors' passing network remains their greatest strength. They punish slow rotations and indecision. Phoenix must communicate flawlessly on switches and contest the arc without surrendering cuts. Expect both coaches to lean on mismatches, Booker isolations versus smaller guards, Curry-Green pick-and-rolls to stretch the Suns' help coverage. The X factors? For Phoenix, it's secondary scoring. If Brooks and Allen combine for 35+, the Suns have a chance. For Golden State, it's Kuminga's energy and the second-unit shooting that could blow the game open. Prediction: Golden State 121, Phoenix 113. At home, with spacing, depth, and rhythm starting to return, the Warriors' execution should prevail. Phoenix will compete, Booker will shine, but Golden State's ball movement and composure in closing time make the difference. Expect a back-and-forth contest that reminds everyone why these teams still shape the West. But in the end, the Bay Lights favor the home team.